as a healer, naturally you want to help those people that are struggling, right? You see the struggles, you see what's going on, especially with substance abuse, and you want to make excuses and say like, okay, well, they really need me. I'm leaving them in their time that they need me the most. And that's not always the case. Sometimes that is happening because you need to take responsibility for yourself and go on a different path. And you just have to trust the process and really go within and see, and really kind of like, we've done this for each other, Eric and I, like even check in with your friends and family, because people on the outside see something completely different than you're seeing on the inside. Yeah, and sometimes you can't even trust your own instinct. So
yeah, and it's hard, especially if you're an empathic person. I mean, a lot of empathic people get sort of lost in a lot of these codependent relationships with people that are maybe narcissistic or emotionally unavailable, because there's this impulse in us to want to help them. And there are a lot of those type of people in the healing community. And unfortunately, a lot of those type of people get taken advantage of by more alpha, more, I guess, toxic masculine, toxic feminine, wounded people. And it's hard to navigate through that. It's hard to say no to somebody that is hurting you, because you have the resilience and you have the strength within yourself to sometimes not be affected by it. You think, if I heal this person, then that will directly impact me and help me out as well. It doesn't end up happening that way. We always do it at the cost of our own happiness. And the one thing that really helped me put it in perspective is that you could be doing a disservice to them by not pushing them out of your life. Like you could keep them in that sort of stagnant, repetitive sort of toxic pattern by thinking that you can help them. And also that is an egoic sort of impulse by us, thinking that it's our responsibility to help somebody. And by doing that, we're taking their opportunity to heal away from them.
Yeah.
So sometimes they need to be left alone so that they can go through it themselves.
And sometimes their rock bottom is losing you, right?
Yeah.
And if you stick around, they never hit the rock bottom.
Yeah.
Like you have to look out for yourself.
Yeah, I would totally add on to that. And it's like an enabling, right? That ego of wanting to help them. And it's putting that attachment onto the potential of what could be there.
Right.
And what pressure is that to that person, right?
So much.
And I had to even go through that healing for myself of like, why didn't I leave sooner? Because I knew that I was enabling in some ways, but it all happens for a divine reason. It all happens.
Yeah, because we attach like importance to, and this is, everybody does it. If you're part of the Western world, it's hard. It's hard to say no, because as long as you're spending that much time with somebody, you're investing a part of yourself in them.
Yeah.
And it's hard to not identify completely and just cut somebody off, especially when you see somebody struggling and you see somebody hurt. And that's been actually one of the greatest catalysts for change in me, is learning to create a healthy boundary. A healthy boundary and saying no, not even just for myself, but for them as well.